remembered as a man who had a wonderful time living his life and who had good friends, fine family.
My chain, don't you like my chain, man? Life of a dawn, chain just gone. My chain, don't you like my chain, man? I'm coming in.
It seems like we haven't done this in a while, so welcome back.
I hope you feel this shit. Top 10 flow and steal this shit. Went away, had to get away, been away, came back, and a motherfucker steal this shit.
Much as automatic is no fun. It makes filming and driving a whole lot easier, even though I don't recommend it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So after going to 3 auto parts stores, AutoZone, Advanced, I finally found an oil filter that's gonna fit. And like for RBs, guys, you can use a 300ZX filter. Doesn't matter if it's turbo or non-turbo, it's the same thing. Alright, so this is what we picked up. This is actually for the 240. I gotta do a major coolant flush on this thing. I actually probably will film it just to show you guys like how actually needed it sometimes is on your car. You guys will actually be blown away as like what's in my cooling system right now. Have our oil filter for today. This is the only one I could find. However, I've heard these STP extended life ones are pretty good. So we'll go ahead and give that a shot. And then here we have some spark plugs, and they're not for the 240. These are actually for R300. Now you guys are like, Kalvin, but RB, you know what? Why are you putting new plugs in the VG? Okay, so I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions yet. However, I'm a little I'm stressing out like hardcore about this whole RB swap, because a main part of this swap going down and happening as quickly as it was and is going to happen, you know what I mean? Was the swap kit from CX Racing. Now, everything was super cool. We had really good contact for the first few weeks, and then ever since like 2 weeks ago, I haven't heard a single thing back from him. So I'm kind of freaking out. I really don't know what to do. I've hit him up a few times on email. Sorry, it's pretty damn warm. Yeah, so I gotta figure out what's going on there, and I haven't. Yeah, I really hope they contact me soon, because there's so many companies that have been really cool and are still ready to support the build. However, a main part of this build is that swap kit, and without that, we can't really do it. Not nearly as soon as the plan was. So fingers crossed, guys. Pray for me. You know what I mean? Let's hope we can get them back in touch again. Maybe the guy that I've been talking to has just been out of the country, or like just on vacation or whatever. Yeah, so fingers crossed. So I really have to go ahead and do the spark plugs, because the ones that are in there are super crusty and old, and my gas mileage is crap. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these in. And then how could I almost forget the main meat and bones for today, guys? Yes, a Mobil1 10W40. We're gonna go ahead and do an oil change with this on a 240 today. Now, okay, now here's the thing. As you guys can see, the title is Mobil1 bad for your car or for your engine, whatever. I'm gonna get, obviously this is mainly an opinion-based thing, and I by no means am saying yes or no to it. I don't know. What I've heard recently, especially from Subaru guys, I think a lot of the Subaru, if the Subaru guys want to pitch in and let me know what you guys feel, because I've heard stories of like built Subarus getting on the dyno with Mobil1, and then after a few pulls, or like, you know, some stress or whatever on the motor and blah 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 whatever, it just will blow up. And then I've heard of situations where they change the oil and they do it again and it doesn't blow up. So like, I don't understand that. However, So many people run Mobil1 in their car and have zero issues. For instance, my tuner, Brad, he has been running 1030 in his RB26 S13 that makes 600 wheel horsepower. So it's pretty crazy to think that some people have really bad situations and experiences with this oil, and then some people don't and have no issues whatsoever. I have personally heard, and this isn't, I'm not saying it's true or whatever, but once it reaches its operating temperature, it just gets thinned out. Again, I don't know, I can't prove that really, I can't be inside of an engine as it's working, but it's just what I've heard, so therefore I myself have been kind of skeptical on Mobil1. I don't think I've done, maybe I've put Mobil in my car like once or twice, where usually I'll just put, I don't know, I put like, I'm all over the place with oil, but usually for some odd reason I just veer away from Mobil1. And when I was getting oil, I couldn't find many 10W40 options. Everything was 1030, 530, 520, all that kind of stuff. But these older motors, they do like a little bit of a heavier weight, and this is the only one that we had locally. And guys, this was only like $17. It's full synthetic, 1030 or 1040, 5 quarts. For 17 bucks. I mean, you can't pass that up. I guess just to answer the question, because I really don't think you should be worried about it. However, I really want the comment section to be kind of like a discussion, because I'm curious. I want to know, because I know oil has different properties and additives and stuff that makes it different amongst others and stuff like that. So, it's cool. However, obviously this is, this is a huge like NASCAR oil. I mean, it says it right on the damn container. So again, it's got to be somewhat good. Those things are freaking revving out at like 7,000-8,000 RPM all the time, and I guess, yeah, granted, they probably rebuild their stuff every few races or every race, but you know what I mean, like, it just, I don't know, guys. I really don't think it's anything to worry about. We're gonna go ahead and do it, and yeah, let's see what happens in the comments sections. No hate, guys. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever. I literally, this is just what I hear, and I just think it'd be a cool discussion for you guys to kind of talk about, and yeah, let's see, let's talk, you know what I mean? So much of me wants a Type X front bumper, like so bad. So bad. It would look so good on here. I really think it would kind of complete the car at this point. I think that's aesthetically on the outside, I think that's all that she's missing. Alright, so the first thing I gotta do is take off our under tray panel. If you guys are looking for one of these, bro, check it out. Check out my Amazon store and grab yourself one. Clean it up real nice. The day I get a lift, I will be so happy. Now, this does have a little hole right here to do oil changes. However, this skid pan here is for a KA-SR, so it's a little bit off, but you can just kind of trim it and accommodate. Where am I at? Yeah, see, my hole should be kind of further back. Whoa! Okay. So we got a little bit of our cam seals in this thing definitely need to be done, so I'll do that here eventually. If you guys would like a magnetic drain plug for your car, your 240, whatever, 300, Nissan, Subaru, whatever, Toyota, check out the link in the description. My Amazon store, I will have one for you guys to pick up. They're super cheap, and honestly, quite nice, to be honest. This will catch anything if there is anything ever floating around in there. Hopefully it grabs it before it becomes an issue, but yeah, just a nice little insurance, you know what I mean? Honestly, this is like something everyone should have. Anyone, I don't care if you're a car person or not. If you guys change your own oil, or if shops do it for you, and at least the guy who does it at the shop, and be like, hey dude, look what I found on your magnetic drain plug. This is a problem, you know what I mean? Like, this is something everyone should have. It's cheap. It's such an easy thing that you guys can kind of know the condition of your internals, So, yeah, definitely check it out. See, you should be able to undo your oil filter with one hand with very little stress, very little swearing as well. Now, if any of you guys that are curious, because some people may think that you have to run your car to actually warm the oil up before you change it, I personally don't necessarily like to do that, just because then you have all the oil still up in the head of the motor. Doesn't give it time to drain quick enough. This was sitting overnight. Oh, that almost just, that could have been real bad. Let's take this away. Actually, before I forget, guys, if anyone out there has an early style 300 Z32 VG that they're parting out with, or they don't need their early style fuel rails, please go ahead and get a hold of me. I could really use the other side, or if you guys have both, just go ahead and send the set. I definitely need them to go ahead and continue on with this build so I can finish it up and get this thing out of here. But please, if you guys do, let me know, and would appreciate it. Went ahead and tossed in some new hardware for the coil pack cover, so that cleaned it up pretty nice. Before we had like some rusty crusties. So we're all good there. Oil chain's complete. Let's go ahead and move over to that old thing. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these plugs in really quick. Alright guys, so as you can see, they're just looking, I thought they could use a change, you know what I mean? The burn looks pretty good, but just look a little old and crusty. What we have is some Bosch, what are these, some Super Ultra Platinum, whatever, double Platinums. There is the part number if you guys are interested. Alright, so as I was putting this back together, I never even realized this, but so whoever was messing in here last time, actually put this little like a brace bracket thing underneath the actual tube of balance, so that actually made the seal not level, you know what I mean? If we have a bracket under here, this thing's gonna be all crooked and not sitting right. So that was definitely a vacuum leak. Move this bracket out, put the tube down, then the brackets, and now we have a really nice flush mating surface where we can actually get a seal. So I also went ahead and replaced the O-rings because they were a little bit they were just a little bit crushed. All right, all back together. Let's fire it up. Let's see how she does. I don't know why it would be any different, but it should idle and act better just because I feel like that leak was pretty gnarly. All seems the same so far. All right. Oh man. So sorry for the abrupt ending and a little change of scenery all of a sudden. Something just popped up, so I had to go ahead and kind of quit work and go handle it, but all good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. It is super late right now, but just a couple little things we got done in today's video. I have another video already filmed, ready to be going up for you guys as well. That's going to be a mod, a little upgrade on the 300, so definitely make sure to tune back in for that video. That should be up. Today is Wednesday, well, the video today is Tuesday, but tomorrow's Wednesday, and then you guys should be seeing the video on Friday. So get those notifications on, subscribe if you guys haven't yet done so already. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all down below, man. Thanks again for watching. If you guys are still here, true MVPs, much love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Peace.